Hi, my name's Daniel and welcome to the news. Well, drop kick me in my zombie face. Here's a first. Bethesda has announced that it will hold its first ever E3 conference this year. Solid information about announcements is of course hard to come by at this stage, but the rumours flying around are that this must be a fairly big announcement as it's the first time the company has considered a live event at E3. We've been hearing news and rumours of a new Fallout game for a few years now, and the last Fallout game release was in 2010, so the franchise might be just about ripe for a sequel by now. It's unlikely a new Elder Scrolls game will be announced, as the Elder Scrolls Online has only just been released on consoles and hasn't been out very long anyway, but there are still plenty of other things Bethesda could announce, like a Dishonored sequel more about Doom or Wolfenstein, or even a new IP. But until somebody accidentally leaks something the week before E3, we just won't know. Whatever it is, it's bound to be big and interesting, so keep an eye on the company's social interactions and the like to see what you can find out. Sometimes I feel like drop-kicking zombies is getting old. Then I drop-kick a zombie I couldn't before and remember why it isn't. Dying Light DLC, you say? Why, yes. The details for the Season Pass of Techland's super awesome zombie survival game Dying Light has been released. First up is Cuisine and Cargo, which will offer players 2 new hardcore levels, a restaurant and a loading bay closed in the first days of the outbreak. Next up in March comes the Ultimate Survivor Bundle, which includes 3 new costumes and 4 new weapons, which are promised to be extreme. Finally, in May comes the Bozak Horde, a new level, Haran Stadium, and a new mode which sees players facing off against waves of the undead. The Season Pass is priced at £16, but the first piece of DLC is out right now. The developers are also working on some free DLC, which will include a hard mode for those of you who are insane. But I won't keep you any longer. You have zombies to dropkick and bludgeon with flaming baseball bats. Don't want to dropkick a zombie in the face? How about a live-action Red Dead? It's been reported on many times in the past, from movies to TV shows, and it's even been made before, but this time will be different. Netflix is in the early stages of producing a live-action show based on the Legend of Zelda series. A source apparently close to the development of the show describes it being thought of as Game of Thrones for a family audience. Netflix has been extremely successful in developing its own shows, with series like House of Cards and Orange is the New Black receiving much critical attention, but also lots of love from fans. Nintendo seems to want a piece of that action and is finally ready to put Link in someone else's hands again. It didn't go extremely well last time, as anyone who's been on the internet for any period of time will be able to attest. The Legend of Zelda, the animated series, was a major flop in 1989, and it's so hard to see why, because the catchphrase was just so catchy.
This is the Triforce of Wisdom, Link. Nice job, hero.
Hey, excuse me, princess.
In 1993, the Super Mario Bros. Movie was released and similarly failed. But here's hoping over 20 years later that it won't be another awful disappointment. Or that we'll get some good internet moments out of it at least. Sega isn't a zombie and therefore has no face to be dropkicked, so don't worry, they aren't dead yet. Recently, some layoffs were announced over at Sega, and it had the internet all in a panic that they might be losing their beloved Sonic. This isn't the case, though the company hasn't been doing as well as it would like lately. It turns out the layoffs form part of a restructuring effort and a slight change of name from Sega Corporation to Sega Games Company Limited. The company will be restructured in order to reinforce and expand the business, while some offices will be closed and relocated. But don't worry, our blue hedgehog friend isn't disappearing despite recent sales for the beloved character. Sega also have Alien Isolation to be proud of, an excellent game with the sales to back it. Many more years of Sega are to come, hopefully bigger and better than ever, but I do miss a Sega console. Anything in the works, guys? Blizzard isn't into drop-kicking zombies, but it is into drop-kicking Ebola. In order to raise money for the American Red Cross, who are dealing with the Ebola outbreak widely reported on last year, Blizzard has been doing their bit. If you adopted Argy, the blue goat, between the 3rd and 31st of December, not only are you now sporting a cute, cuddly companion, but you were part of the effort too. Blizzard reports having raised $1.9 million for relief efforts, with every penny spent on the new goat companion between those dates going straight to the Red Cross. Blizzard is no stranger to charity though. In 2011, they reportedly raised a similar amount for the Japanese tsunami relief efforts. Give yourself and Argy a little pat on the back. You're not just a level 369 Night Elf Mohawk princess, you're a good person too. That's all we have for this week. How's your little goat getting on in Draenor? Any ideas what Bethesda will announce at E3? And what do you think will be Link's catchphrase?
Excuse me, princess.
Don't forget to tickle the unicorn to subscribe, but don't be too rough, it hurts his horn. Don't forget to catch our last video. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. See you next time.